Hey, I know you. We've met. Remember?
We've met. Remember?
We've met before.
We've met before.
We've met before. Remember?
But we've met before. Remember?
We've met before. Remember? But we've met before.
Murugappa is part of people's lives in many ways, through all our brands and companies. All our strong brands, when people experience, they remember. But hardly they connect to our parent brand Murugappa.
Murugappa.
Murugappa. Murugappa?
So when we wanted to prove the awareness, we told the agency that they should come up with something different and at the same time it will build on the awareness built. Team Interface came up with a very interesting line that we met.
It's actually based on a very simple and typical thing that has happened to many of us. Sometimes when you're standing in an airport, a stranger comes up to us, and it must have happened to you too. A stranger comes up to us and says, "Hey, we have met before, remember?" And for the life of you, you can't remember who he is. Then he starts agonizingly giving us one or two clues, and we are trying to remember who. Yeah.
Now do you remember?
Remember now?
Remember?
We'll develop 8 different stories for our 8 brands and place the consumer in the middle of it. Very relatable stories, very likable stories. And we ended up having 8 different films.
And the device we have used also across the TV, all the TVCs, is that of a visiting card. Well, the core idea we got at the agency, I think my colleague Indu has worked out some beautifully different and fresh scenarios and contexts for each company, so that they are very different at the same time. They all have a similarity to each other to hold it together as a campaign. The music we decided we'd base it on a melody of the last commercial we did. But the trick was again to reinterpret that melody, main line of the melody, in each film in different ways, so that it matched the film at the same time it has that thread from the last year's film. And that's also come out pretty well, actually. I think when the music kicks in, it lifts up the film, and the recognition happens.
The brief actually came in form of scripts to me. Honestly, I've actually never done 9 films for one campaign at once. So it was very exciting for me. I'm sure it was as exciting for the agency and the client.
All 9 required different setup, and it was a challenge in itself. And out of 9, there were 6 films which were outdoor in the middle of monsoon, and we had to crack it and make them indoor.
Aman and Farid have cast the net wide to get a great cast of characters in each film. Each of them different, each film different characters, memorable characters, We've got that.
This I know! Remember with this? Chai? You? Murugappa?
Doing 9 films, revolving around the same theme that we've met, and using that and placing it into 9 different worlds,
We decided to go for 2 cameras because when you shoot 2 cameras, the continuity is intact in 2 shots. So if 2 guys are talking to each other, we would shoot 2 cameras almost looking into each other, but not in frame. The weather was really unpredictable, so in a bit of the light we were getting, we could shoot 2 cameras and get the same climatic condition continuous.
There is a binding factor that kind of joins them all, which you would see in the films, is I think is very good and very unique for Indian television.
Welcome, Ma. I'm Lakshmi, your neighbor.
Oye Pali, एक प्लेट जलेबी ले आई हो.
Stop, Karan. Thank you.
Everybody who's worked on it, this film has played a very, very nice role in making all these films what they are.
Your future projects that you have lined up for you?
Steven has been calling, and Peter has been calling, Peter Jackson. So I am not going there.
Past projects.
He is also from Murugappa.
Thank you. Call us next time, soon.